Hey guys, it's Maria here. Okay, well, I'm packing today because we're gonna go to London tomorrow morning, and this has been long requested, but I didn't really do this the last time I traveled to Geneva because I just didn't have enough time. So, and it was kind of like an impromptu trip, so I figured I'll show you what I have in my travel bag. So basically, I carry this Longchamp bag. It's a medium size bag, and I didn't really close it because I'm filming with one hand, and I'm gonna show you what's inside. So I basically just have a hand sanitizer over here from Bath and Body Works, and this is like a gold frequent flyer that I always have to put on my bag. I'm going to show you what's inside of what I'm taking in the airplane with me. I always have a pack of tissue. Of course, it's very important when you travel. And then I have my iPad with me. So I always carry my iPad because, you know, it's important to check all the emails and stuff while traveling, and I don't really like bringing my MacBook with me when I travel, especially if it's just a short time. Like, we're going to be in London for 4 days, so not a whole lot of time there. So I just always bring my iPad with me. And then in this little case, I have my iPhone 5. I put it in a case because it's actually hard to see things in this black bag, so I have my so there you go. So I put that in that little case there so it doesn't get lost in the bag. And then I have a nice pashmina scarf here that will go with my outfit, and I have a couple more in my suitcase that I will show you in a separate video. And this is just in what's in my travel bag. So, and then I have a little flashlight. So it's always important to have a little flashlight with you. So if it's dark in the airplane, or you need something, or it's dark where you're walking, then you're always ready and you have a flashlight. So I always bring a small flashlight with me. And then I have this kissing elixir that I got from Sephora the last time I was in the US, and I always carry this with me because, you know, even if it's just a short trip, it's either I have a gum or I have this, because you just don't want to have, you know, onion breath in the airplane. That's just gross. So I have that with me. So I always put that in my travel bag, and as you can see, you can't find anything since this has black lining. So of course I have my little RFID case card with me that houses all some of my frequent flyer cards and some other important ID cards that wouldn't really fit in my wallet. So I keep that there. So when I check in I always show them my frequent flyer ID. And then I have my sunglasses with me. That's in this little case. And then I have my reading glasses with me because I can't see well anymore, and it's actually very annoying. So I always carry my reading glasses with me. And of course I have my wallet that has all my driver's license. I have the driver's license here for the local or we're stationed overseas, and then I always bring my US driver's license with me when we rent a car somewhere. Like, we're going to be renting a car in London, so I always bring my driver's license with me, and of course credit cards. And I have US dollars here, and I also have pounds for the UK, and then I have a separate coin purse in the suitcase that I will bring with me, that I will put in my bag once we dump the suitcase in the hotel. And finally, I have this little bag over here that has all of the other necessities that I don't like spread around inside the bag. So I have a pen there, and I have a little lotion here from Bath and Body Works that I always carry. They're all travel sizes, so it's safe in the plane, and they wouldn't give you a hard time about it. So this is just a travel size lotion that I take with me all the time. And then I have this little folding bag, shopping bag, that I always carry with me, because when we're shopping, you know, you should always carry like a shopping bag with you. So it's in there. And then I have my little Vertigo you know, medication just in case it happens when I'm traveling. So last time we were in France, I had a vertigo attack, and it was hard getting my medication, so I always bring some with me now. And I have like a little nasal spray just in case, you know, my nose is all stuffy, so I always carry that with me. I have my little vitamins. We're going to be there for 4 days, so I have 4 vitamins in this little pouch. And of course I have a gum. That's really nice. And I have these, what are these? Oh, I have a Vicine just in case, you know, my eyes get all dry, and which always happens when you're in the airplane, so I have that. And I have this little folding brush comb that I got from the airlines before, and I thought that's always nice to carry with you when you're traveling, so I put that in this little pouch here. And I have this little gadget here that, you know, I don't really like putting my bag on the floor when we're like eating out, so this actually goes on the table, and it acts like a hook for your bag, so it's always with me. So I always carry this with me when we travel, and it's always in this little pouch. And of course I have a lip balm here from Burt's Bees. It's very moisturizing, so I carry that with me. And I have this little salve Vaseline that I carry around. It's in rose and almond oil, and it's very moisturizing, so I always put that, especially when we go to a cold climate, and you always don't want your lips to chap or anything, so I always carry this with me, and I put this in my cuticles as well, and other, you know, my elbows and things like that. So I always carry a salve with me, or petroleum jelly. And then of course I have another lip balm here from Dior. This is very moisturizing, and this is from Dior Addict, and it doesn't give a lot of color, but it's very moisturizing, and I love it. And then I have this Travalo little perfume atomizer, is that what it's called? And I transferred my little I transferred some perfume over here because this is always nice to travel, to have a little cologne with you, and you don't really want to bring, you know, a huge cologne container with you, so I always transfer them in those little things, and that's what I carry with me when I travel. So this is a great idea. You can find this in Sephora and Ulta, I think, in the US. And I have this little Femme Fresh little towelettes that, you know, of course it's feminine and stuff, and I always carry those around with me because you'll never know if they have toilet paper in public toilet, and I always like to bring some wipes with me, and I'm just, you know, anal that way. So I carry. And then oh, and just a little odds, and oh, I have this in this little container. I have a some set of earplugs, because when we travel and we're in a different place, I can't sleep without them because my husband snores a bit, so it's always important to carry good earplugs with you. And I got this earplug from the States, and they're called Max, and they're the best earplugs I've ever had, so I always get those with me. And the final things that I have are just little barrettes and, you know, hair clips and other things. So that's what's in my travel bag, and I hope you guys found this helpful. That's what I carry with me every time we travel. We actually travel about 4 times a year internationally, and they're mostly in Europe and Asia, and then of course we go back home in the United States. So just going back home in the United States takes about almost 27 hours from the time we board the plane here until the time we get to the US. And of course I also have my Kindle. When it's a long flight, like going back to the US, I always carry my Kindle with me, and it fits in this medium size Longchamp bag. So as you can see, it's not very big, but it fits a lot of things inside. So what I carry with me when I travel about 8 hours. Normally, if it's the US, then I'll have a bigger bag with me. So I will show you that in a different video when I go home this summer to the United States. So I'm going to show you what we have in the suitcase now, and in a separate video, and I'll talk to you later. I hope you enjoy this, and bye for now.